When you run the Modern AirPower ATO editor, you'll be prompted in the File Selection dialog for several options, such as whether you want to start a new campaign or continue an existing one that you started previously, what mode you want to run in, whether it be normal, single player mode, or one of the network multiplayer modes. In multiplayer mode, one player will be designated the host and the others will be designated as callers. If your hosts are in single player mode, you'll also be prompted for a file to open. This example will show you how to get started as network host. In network mode, you'll be prompted to enter the IP address of the server. You can either type this in or it'll be entered as part of a previous execution. You'll next be prompted to enter your player name. There's a drop-down menu associated with this that has the standard planning positions. By default, the host player should log in as the division chief of the Combat Planning Division. If you're in a virtual environment, you can select the option to upload screenshots to that virtual environment, but if you're playing a paddle by itself, you should leave that option unselected. You'll be prompted to enter a session name. You can accept the default. You'll be prompted to enter the number of turns and the side to be played. Again, the default can be accepted. As host, the first dialog you'll see is the multiplayer dialog. This allows you to make assignments to the callers as they log in. In this example, a second player has logged in as a caller as the Air Mobility Airlift Control Team Chief. To give them an assignment, you select their name on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you select an appropriate asset class, and optionally one or more databases, and click Assign. That player will receive a notification that their assignments have changed. By default, in multiplayer mode, you'll see a COM dialog. This allows you to have chat communication with other players in the same session. If you're playing with other players in the same room or you want to use some other form of communication with those players, you can close this dialog. At this point, the most important thing to notice is the Air Operations Center dialog. This has in tabs the 5 divisions of the AOC that you'll use to build and execute your ATO. If you close that dialog and want to reopen it, you can do that through the File menu and the Planning option. As the host or is in single player mode, you should save your ATO from time to time to avoid losing any work. Also under the File menu is an option to save your ATO as a CSV file. This CSV file can then be opened in a spreadsheet so you can review your ATO at some future time.